Have you ever noticed that you can walk into a room and instantly feel a shift in the energy? Or maybe you're the person everyone calls when life falls apart, yet you can't remember the last time you asked for help yourself. Most people call this being strong. Psychology calls it high-functioning survival mode. Today, we're peeling back the curtain on 5 personality traits that aren't just who you are. They're a blueprint of how you survived your childhood. If you've ever felt like you're constantly waiting for the other shoe to drop, even when life is calm, this is for you. You might think childhood trauma is just about carrying around old pain, but psychology tells a different story. It actually rewires your entire brain, changing how you think, how you react, and how you connect with the world just to survive. On the outside, you probably look like you've got it all together. You're responsible, you're the strong one, and you're getting things done. But beneath that polished surface, there are specific psychological markers shaped by those early years. Here are the first 3 traits that show up when your childhood was more about survival than play. 1. You're an emotional radar. You can walk into a room and instantly feel the vibe shift. It's like you have a built-in sensor that others just don't have. In psychology, this is called hypervigilance. When you grow up in a house where things are unpredictable or even a bit dangerous, your brain learns to scan for trouble 24/7. Now, as an adult, you catch every tiny change in someone's tone, a slight squint of their eyes, or a heavy energy in the air. While everyone else is oblivious, you've already mapped out the room. It's not just being nervous, it's a survival setting you can't quite turn off. 2. You carry the weight of other people's moods. If a friend is down or a partner is stressed, you feel like it's your job to fix it. You have this deep-seated need to keep everyone around you calm and happy. Psychologists call this emotional role reversal. Basically, as a kid, you realized that if the adults around you were stable, you were safe. Fast forward to today, and that's turned into chronic people-pleasing. You're the ultimate caretaker, and you feel a weird sense of guilt if someone else is upset, even if you had nothing to do with it. You don't just care, you feel responsible. 3. Relaxing actually feels stressful. For you, a quiet Sunday afternoon isn't always a blessing. It can feel like a trap. When your early life was defined by chaos, calm starts to feel suspicious. Since your nervous system spent years on high alert, your body doesn't really know what to do with peace. Silence feels weird, and stability feels like it's just the calm before the storm. You might find yourself staying constantly busy or keeping your guard up during a vacation. It's not that you love stress, it's just that your body learned how to survive in the fire, and now it's forgotten how to sit by the pool. 4. You're the lone wolf by default. If there's one thing a tough childhood teaches you early on, it's that you're the only person you can truly count on. Psychologists have a term for this: defensive self-reliance. Basically, because the people who were supposed to be there for you were inconsistent or absent, your brain decided to just cut out the middleman and do everything itself. Now, as an adult, the idea of asking for a hand feels wrong. You'd rather spend 3 hours struggling with a problem alone than spend 2 minutes asking for help. You hate being a burden, and depending on someone else feels like a massive risk. People tell you how strong and independent you are, but the truth is, you didn't choose to be this way. You had to be this way to survive. 5. You're everyone else's safe harbor while you suffer in silence. You have this incredible ability to understand exactly what someone else is going through. You're the best listener in your friend group. You never judge, and you can sense someone's pain before they even say a word. Psychology shows that going through the fire early on actually cranks up your emotional intelligence and empathy. But there's a catch. While you're busy comforting everyone else, you keep your own struggles locked in a vault. As a kid, You probably learned that your feelings were too much, or that they'd just be ignored anyway. So now you carry this heavy weight with a straight face. You're the strong one because you learned that being vulnerable wasn't safe. Psychology is pretty clear on this. Trauma doesn't just leave scars, it builds a very specific kind of person. It gives you a level of resilience and awareness that most people never reach. But here's the thing you need to hear. These survival traits aren't your actual personality. They're just the armor you had to wear. What kept you safe back then might be the very thing holding you back from a happy life today. You don't have to be the strong one 24/7. You actually deserve to feel safe, to be soft, and for once, to just rest. Which of these hit home for you? And if you could put one of these traits down today, which one would it be?